What is good, y'all? I changed my setup a little bit, so hopefully everything is okay. Hope everything looks nice. How are y'all doing? I'm doing good. I am going to get ready so we can play Minecraft while I just chill, if that's okay with y'all. And I will answer y'all's questions if you have any questions about animation or the collab that I put out recently, things of that nature. Why are my colors inverted? Are they? They shouldn't be. They're not for me. For me, they look normal. In my stream setup and everything. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just you. Yeah, let me load up Minecraft. I might have to adjust my shaders, because last time I played Minecraft, it was like stuttering. So, hopefully I can fix that. Let me just transition our setup really quick. Yep, we're gonna put that there. And then we're gonna go, I believe this is the right one. Yep. There we go. A Stick Notes PNG tuber is so creative. Thank you. I think I might make a video one day on how to do it, because it's really not that hard. Also, I'm thinking about changing mine a little bit, just like the style of it and like the facial expressions and such. But yeah, I have like different faces and everything. Look, I got a whole bunch of different expressions, and I can turn the doodle bob, so there's that too. But don't tell anybody about that, because that's my little secret. My little secret ability is to turn the doodle bob. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's just like a bunch of images, so, you know, wasn't very hard to do. Did my Minecraft not open? Hold on. I'm trying to open it right now. It's my little Minecraft client you can see right here. Hoping it works. By the way, if you haven't, I recommend watching this video right here, this tutorial, if you don't know how to do lighting very well in your animations. Because I explain pretty well how I do my lighting, like how you see in the thumbnails here. Like if you go down, look at this one, this one, this one, you know, all that good stuff. And if you want to join this collab that I just announced today, you should, because it's awesome. And it's gonna be awesome. There's gonna be a lot of cool people. And you have the chance to win Discord Nitro if you're interested in that. There will be 3 winners. The like number 1 guy obviously will get regular Nitro for a month, and the 2 runners up will get classic, which is still just as good, honestly, for like what you normally use Nitro for, unless you need like really big file storage for whatever reason. Also, I wanted to show you guys this. So this is the 3D model. If you're not in my Discord server, I think that's Minecraft opening. So I'm going to show you that in a second. That's the 3D model of Radiance that I made in Roblox Studio. And I want to learn how to do more 3D modeling stuff like that. So that way I can make like better backgrounds and stuff for my animations. Because could you imagine being able to do stuff like that? Yeah, let me show you real quick. So, hold on. How do I don't know how to unfull screen this without... There we go. Okay. So yeah, this is the Radiance building. I don't have the exact image, because this isn't what it looked like in episode 1. This is what it's going to look like in episode 2, right? So as you can see, the design is a little bit different. It's not just a box anymore. It's more of a unique design, right? This was kind of difficult for me to learn how to build in Roblox Studio. It's not perfect, You know, it's not like perfectly even if you look at it close up. But I had a lot of fun doing it, and I do think Roblox Studio is gonna be what I'm gonna use from now on when it comes to making stuff like this. You know, like 3D models. Either that or Prisma 3D. And then if I play it, I believe it should glow, but I don't know if it's gonna crash or not because there's a lot of things running at once right now. Is Lunar Client better than CurseForge? Not necessarily, no. I wouldn't say so. I think it really depends on what you're using. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is completely frozen right now. I am stuck. Oh. Wait. Chat, I want to close it. But it won't close. Yeah, I'll save changes, why not? I just want to close it. Uh-oh. Oh. Something's happening. Hold on, let me open my task manager. Maybe I can just close it in here, chat. There we go. Close. Look at my memory, dude. Holy. You see that? That's why it's lagging so much. I don't even know what's taking up so much. This. Alright, whatever I just closed reduced my memory by like a quarter, so that's good. Oh, I think it was the Minecraft that was making my memory tweak. That makes sense. Alright, let me see how I can fix my memory then, so it's hopefully not lagging as much. Maybe I can like optimize my Minecraft. Because something is making this shit lag really badly. Yeah, it's this launcher. This launcher is like, meh. Because this shit is like dissolving my PC right now. Like, I don't even want to show you guys what my shit looks like right now, because this shit is bad. But yeah, we're gonna get Minecraft started. There it goes. Should be loading. Alright, bet. Want to play Minecraft. But yeah, the collab that I just announced recently, that whole video I made in like the span of like a couple days, which I'm pretty sure you can tell if you look at it, but yeah, that shit was, it was fun, but it was also kind of silly. But yeah, the goal this time is gonna be not to die. The only thing is I'm gonna adjust my settings to see if that fixes the lagging issue that I have. What's up, just some guy one? Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? What's poppin'? Damn, look at how beautiful my game is. And it's running at like 30 FPS. Ugh. Where's my shaders? Yeah, let me see if I can fix this. What if I do like medium? Medium good? I think medium would be better. I think medium's probably better, right? Maybe I won't lag. It's still lagging. Damn, I don't even know what it is that's making it lag like that. Hold on. Let me pull up Task Manager one more time. Mm. Yeah, Minecraft just takes up hella fucking, like, resources, I guess, to run. It's weird. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm just trying to make sure my Minecraft is set up so I can, like, actually play it. Right now it's giving me some trouble because it's, like, lagging really bad. I'm about to switch to Roblox and change the stream title. But yeah, the goal right now is to survive. I don't know what that is over there. That looks awesome though. It's like some type of ice biome. Also, what other types of games would you guys want me to like play besides Minecraft? Because I'm trying to find like good games to play on stream. Sparking Zero is one, but I gotta like set that up better so I don't lag, so I can actually like play it and not like get whooped. I'm thinking about playing Deltarune, maybe, because I haven't played it all the way through yet, so it would kind of be like a little bit blind for me. I might do Deltarune. I'll do like a poll in my server at some point, and if it's like a lot of people really want me to play it, then I'll do it. You ordered a PS5 bundle. Turns out it was just the collector's edition of Spider-Man 2 without the PS5. Well, I mean, I feel like that would be kind of obvious because if it was the PS5 bundle, it would be like $600. Something like that. But it's alright. It happens. Also, I'm trying to find like other YouTubers to stream with. Because I like streaming by myself, don't get me wrong, but I also love like streaming and interacting with other people. I think it's more fun. So like I need to find some people to stream with. For sure, Steez. I might DM a couple people. I'm thinking about doing a repo stream maybe. I don't know if you guys have heard of repo. That'd be fun. But I gotta find people who actually have the game to play with. Because I don't want to just play with random people. Because then they could just like say, you know, like a Solaire or something. Get my entire thing taken down. That would be no bueno. Alright, let me get some food. You do and you haven't played it at all yet? You have Repo or you have Deltarune? Because Loki, if you got Repo, I would be so down to do a Repo stream, bro. Oh my god. That'd be so fun, bro. Oh my god. Okay, so me, you, right? And we gotta find like at least 2 other people. And we could do like a Repo stream, bro. That'd be so fire. Actually, 3 people would probably be enough, but I want to try to get at least 4. So if you could find 2 people to play Repo with us, like decent sized YouTubers, you know, that'd be fire. I'm thinking I might ask some of my other friends. Build Wall Maria. What that mean? What that mean, chat? Also, what's good, thoughts? I didn't expect you to show up, but how you doing? Thank you for tuning into the stream, my brethren. How long should you make your entry for the collab? The shortest it should be is like 15 seconds. Preferably, I would say go for like 30, right? And if you feel like you need to make it longer than that, then you can. But I think 30 is like the most that most people should go to, in my opinion. That's as much as you really need to tell like a solid story, in my opinion. But if you want to go to like a minute, you can. Because remember, the whole fight doesn't just have to be, or the whole animation doesn't just have to be a fight, you know? It can be dialogue too. That's part of it. That's what I try to emphasize in the video, you know? Like, the collab, my goal with the Lights Gaze collab, right, is I want it to be more than just the action. I want it to also focus on the other parts of animating, you know, a series. Wall Maria is one of the walls from Attack on Titan. That's why I have no idea what it is, bro, because I have not watched Attack on Titan. Should I watch Attack on Titan? If I do watch Attack on Titan, I might make videos on that shit. I might make it like a video series. Would that be fire? Because I know I'm like super late to that shit, because it's like over a decade old, but that would be so fire, bro, because I haven't seen anything from Attack on Titan. I know like a couple characters, like 1 or 2 scenes out of context. You know, like I know that Eren meme of him talking to his dad, but I have no idea what it means in context. Nor do I really want to know, because I want to find out. But yeah. Shit like that. You said Tekka has it? Oh my god, so me, you, Tekka, and somebody else. Doing a repo stream, bro. That'd be so fire. Oh my god. I'm thinking about getting Dead by Daylight at some point too. Damn, let me lower my settings more to see if that fixes my fucking issues. Because this shit is fucking ass. I'm gonna do potato. There we go. Alright, I think that's good. Hopefully now it'll be... Oh my god, it's still lagging. I kind of like how this looks though, so I'm gonna keep it like this. I have no idea why it's still freezing, bro. Minecraft is just like a chunky ass game. What is my goal in this world? To live. To not die, to survive. Because right now, my last hardcore world, I don't know if you've seen the short that I posted. It did not end very well. I will just say that much. Did not end very well at all. I had a very gruesome, tragic passing. Yeah, it's hardcore. This shit gets serious, bro. I want to find more games like this to play, bro. It should be fire. I want to find like a flight simulator. Because I like flying. What happened last time? I got cooked by a skeleton, bro. He did me dirty. I got done like a live league person, bro. You can look at the short on my channel right now. I like edited down just like the clip where I passed tragically. It was hilarious, bro. And it took me surprisingly long to edit. Like, editing YouTube Shorts is no joke, bro. That's why I only upload them occasionally. I'm gonna try to start uploading them more often. But, yeah. Alright, let me set this up like this, just so I can clip if I need to. So, I have this new equipment, right, that my brother got for me. And it's like a little keypad, and you can put, like, hotkeys and stuff on it. So I have it set to my PNG tuber so I can like change the faces and stuff, right? Like example, right? I can do that. And I can also take clips without having to hit like a ton of buttons. All right. A lot of people are talking at once, so I gotta read all of these. The whole thing is already 25 seconds and I didn't even start the fight. Yeah, then keep going after that. Keep going to like a minute plus. The soft time limit is 2 minutes. But if you feel like you need to go past 2 minutes, you can. I would just say try not to keep it much longer than that, because, you know, I don't want it to take up too long of the video, you know, because then people might get bored. No offense to you or anybody else who makes a long entry. I'm just saying. I should get Rivals of Aether. Damn, you know, I've known about Rivals of Aether for a while, but I've never got it before. I'm thinking about getting it, maybe. If I do get it, though, I'm gonna need, like, a couple people to play with. Because I don't want to just play that shit by myself. Because I already have Smash Bros, you know, I can just do that if I wanted to. I'm deadass about to turn these shaders off, bro, because I don't know what else it could be that's making me lag like this. This wholly just atrocious. Let me look at my... Hold on, is there, like, anything in my settings that could be causing this? Here, maybe I'll turn my frame rate down on VSync. I don't know. Maybe that'll make it better. A little bit, maybe? I don't know. I can't really tell. Oh my god. Look at how much it's stuttering! What is going on? I'm trying to think, like, what else could... Maybe it's my render distance. Here, I'll put my render distance at 10. Bro, it's still doing that shit, I swear to God. Actually, wait. It's doing it less now. It's still doing it, but it's doing it less now. Wait! Oh my god, look! Look at the lights. That's so pretty. I didn't know it did that. That's so cool. What? I want to have a scene in my series at some point where it's where the like either the lighting or like the scene is like based on the lunar, whatever you call that, solar eclipse. I forget the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about, the lights in the sky. I only need 24. Yeah, but that shit is lagging the fuck out of my game. That's the problem. I keep freezing. Now it's freezing a little bit less though, so I think that was the issue. I think it was my render distance, because this shit is so like resource intensive. Are those fucking fireflies? That's dope. This mod just has like a bunch of random shit. That's why it's like blowing up my PC whenever I load this shit. I'm gonna have to start playing on regular Minecraft. Because, I kid you not, my CPU and my memory were both at like 90%, bro. And it's Minecraft. Like, Minecraft should never be taking up that much of my PC, bro. But I am gonna upgrade my stuff in the future. So hopefully I won't have to deal with it later on. I'm trying to find... There was like a village earlier and I ran past it and now I can't find it. I don't know if you've seen the video you made on it, but it gets crazy. If you send it to me in DMs, I'll watch it. Because I haven't. Minecraft is surprisingly resource intensive. It shouldn't be, though. It's a problem. I don't know what I'm doing. There's a way to optimize this shit. I'm just fucking up right now, but it's alright. Things happen, chat. Wait, hold on. I forgot. What button is it? There we go. I can just look at my map. There we go. So I just have to keep running straight. It's not you, it's really the game. Oh. Damn. Well, at least I have pretty shaders. It's alright, I'll go back to playing Roblox. The less resource intensive game, eventually. Not to say Roblox isn't resource intensive, but at least I can survive on Roblox. Because I kid you not, I'm pretty sure the reason why I died is because of my game froze. Because I was like, I got lag jumped by a skeleton. It was like hit using time skip in Dragon Ball, bro. I got cooked. Let's close that door. Ooh. Lele. I have a suitcase. I got a saddle. I can get a horse. Which I probably will, because that shit'll be awesome. And I'm gonna name him like Jeffrey or something. And he'll be my best buddy. I'm pretty sure all the villagers in here are gonna be dead. I didn't go to sleep. Brewing stand, I'm definitely taking that shit. Hey, buddy. If I do let you join what? Roblox? I'll let you join Roblox. I'd probably play like a Dragon Ball game, like DBOG. No, don't kill me either. Oh, that villager's cooked. That innocent villager definitely died because of me. If I die, I play Roblox. I can agree with that. I can agree with those terms and conditions. I just won't die, simple. If I do die, though, I will play Dragon Ball game. Because, I have been wanting to play, Dragon Generations, or Dragon Ball Online Generations, whatever you want to call it. Because they are doing a big update soon, and I want to prepare for that, so I can get ready. So that I can make videos on that. Because I, enjoy the community. I'll say that much. Bruh. Bruh. Alright, you know, you got that, Chief. You got that, Chief. Snowballs that I don't want. Some bread. Some beetroot seeds. Alright, I'm gonna just take the bed and the furnace. I'm gonna see if there's any more, chests, and I'm gonna skedaddle. Alright, hold on. Wait, really quick, I'm just gonna do a server poll. I'm not a server poll, live stream poll. Hehehe. Funny. Oh my god, the lag is crazy. Alright, chat. Go back to my laggy ass fucking Minecraft. Try to survive. How did I / what was the process of coming up with and making my OC? That would depend on which one you're talking about, because I have a lot. I'm assuming you mean Karenma, because that's what people are normally talking about. Karenma I made back in 2021, because for a very long time, I was a primarily Dragon Ball animator. So I primarily only animated Dragon Ball animations and stuff like that, and I use Dragon Ball figures. So I wanted to branch out with my content, and I had been wanting to branch out for a couple months and do more variety animations and less Dragon Ball shit. So I had made a couple characters before that, and before Karenmer there was a character called Owa, literally just Owa, O-W-A, and he was also a blue stick figure guy with a coat or sweater of sorts, but his was like a fur coat, right? Like it had little furry parts. And he was an assassin type character, right? So he was like my main OC for a while, and then I got bored of him, and then I switched back to my Dragon Ball one, and then after that, I decided that I wanted to come up with a better character, right? A more interesting character. So then I came up with Karenma, and Karenma originally was a very different character. He didn't have hair, as in like the hair that he has now. His hair was more part of his body, kind of like Majin Buu-esque, if that makes sense, right? Like it was just skin colored, right? And he was not the same type of guy, if that makes sense. Like he was not a good character. Metaphorically and literally, like he was very ass, but he was also not a good person. And then over time, I started to develop Lifelight, which eventually became Light's Gaze, right? So as I developed that series, I developed Kurenma more as the character. Originally, Kurenma wasn't even going to be the protagonist of the series. The protagonist was going to be another character who I'm going to introduce later in Light's Gaze, who is still a character that I have, who I have a lot of writing done for, who isn't like introduced in the series yet, and he won't even be introduced in episode 2. He probably won't be introduced for a while, honestly, and his name is Amber, right? And I'm not going to say too much about Amber, besides the fact that he has fire magic, right? Just fire magic. And he's a very cool character, and he was originally going to be the protagonist of the series early on, but then I changed it. How often do I stream on YouTube? I think I'm going to start streaming every Tuesday and Thursday. Like every week, every Tuesday and Thursday. With like some exceptions here and there, right? I think that's going to be my schedule from now on, and I'll like post that everywhere. Because I want to start streaming more consistently so I can have like more people tune in and stuff, and we can do more fun things, you know, play different games and stuff, maybe like interact with chat. Like I would love to do like a big like Discord game at some point, or do like a Gartic phone, you know, something like that. That would be fire. Like a natural disaster survival in Roblox, something like that. What's good? I don't want to butcher the pronunciation of your name. Botsi? Botchi? Botchi? I'm gonna just call you Bot. What's good? It is a very nice game. But yeah, going back on topic, right, of what I was just saying earlier. Kurenma took a long time to become the character that he is today. And even now, as I'm writing Light's Gaze, I change my approach when I'm writing Kurenma a lot. But for the most part, he's been somewhat the same for about a couple months or so, right? Because his character is mostly finalized in terms of like what I want to do with him in the story. And Kurenma is sort of an, I guess I would say, outlet character, right? Like he's a character that I would hope and not necessarily want, but I would appreciate, right? If people were able to see themselves in Kurenma and certain aspects of him, right? That's my overall goal for like Light's Gaze as a series in general, right? I want it to be entertaining, right? I want it to be funny, and I want it to be a series that can tackle topics that series in stick notes don't normally ever tackle, right? More serious topics that you would see in like a regular TV show, right? But through the lens of the characters that I've created, you know, like Kurenma. I technically didn't create Tymir, but my version of Tymir, right, in my series. Stuff like that, you know? And I want to explore more meaningful and thoughtful things like that in my series eventually. Because the lore of my series does go kind of deep, which you wouldn't expect it by just watching the pilot in episode 1 and stuff, but that's because I'm trying to build it more and branch out. Hopefully episode 2 you'll be able to see more of that. But episode 3, which we've already written, and I want to start writing episode 4 soon. But episode 3 is where locations start to get established more. So that's something to look forward to in the next 20 years, whenever episode 3 comes out. By the way, if y'all have any animation questions, collab questions, etc., feel free to ask, because I'm just chilling right now playing Minecraft, trying to survive, and I am free to answer whatever questions y'all might have. That's kind of like one of the things I really enjoy about live streaming, is because I get to interact with my audience and people who aren't part of my audience yet a lot more, like, intuitively, I guess you could say. So it's like I get to, you know, speak more directly to people. I get to answer more direct questions and stuff like that. And for some people that might be really helpful, especially when it comes to like animation and stuff. You know, I'm obviously not the best when it comes to every type of resource, and I don't have like every answer that you might be looking for, but I do my best to answer like every question that I get as best as I can. You know, is there stuff in here? There is stuff in here. Hmm. I got a red bed and a blue bed. A redstone torch. I'm gonna make a redstone door later. One thing that I will say, a lot of animators really tend to neglect the writing aspect when it comes to their animations. Because I feel like having that like forethought, you know, that like planning aspect to your animations can help them be more like cohesive and, you know, makes everything look better in general. And like the final product, you know. Cuz when I first started animating and I was first making like my original series like back in like 2020, right? Years ago, right? When I was first doing like YouTube shit, in this fashion, I guess you could say, right? Like you could ask Tymir in the Discord server because he's known me for like about that long since back in 2020. So, I used to have a Dragon Ball series called Dragon Nodes X. That's what it was called. And it was about me, or rather my OC at the time, who was named Neko, and he was a Saiyan, and he was literally just like a recolored, what do you call it? He was literally just a recolored like figure from somebody else that I just recolored and used as my OC. But for a time, that was what I had, and I had a good time making that. I only ever really made one episode. The second episode never got finished. I literally never even really started animating it. I made like a little teaser for it and then never actually started animating it for real because I got bored. Um, and I moved on to other shit. But when I was first making that series, I didn't write anything. I just came up with stuff as I was going on, and I kind of just figured out what I wanted to do. Which didn't really turn out well, and I had fun when I was doing it, but in hindsight, I wasn't really having like as much fun as I could. Like I had way more fun doing my next series, which is called Storm Siege, which you may be able to find if you look on YouTube. Um and that series was very fun. I wrote that a little bit, but I wasn't really like writing super heavily at that point. And I was still really young at that point because you know, I am 16 going on 17 right now. And so at that time, 2020, right, I was like 11, right? 10, 11, 12, around that age. So my brain hadn't matured enough and developed enough to be able to create the best stories that I could, right? I didn't really start cooking with my writing, in my opinion, until I turned like 14. So now that I'm older and more experienced and I have more life experiences and I'm a more developed human being, right, I can create better stories. What is my oldest OC? My oldest OC that I can remember in terms of like stick notes is literally just like it was this guy, I think his name was Alex or something generic like that, dead ass. And he was literally just the default stick figure, right? But he was recolored blue, right? And he would transform. And when he would transform, he would turn different shades of blue. So his first transformation was like light blue, and as he would transform more, he would become more and more dark blue, right? That was like what was going on with that. And that was like my first ever stick notes thing that I ever did, like animation wise. That was my first little series, I guess you could say, that I made just for myself. And that was back in 2017. So that was years ago. Back when people were still listening to Smoke Perp and the Little Skies. and XXX Tentacion was still alive. RIP the GOAT. He's not actually the GOAT, but he was fire. Your first Yoshi was a shadow with blue stripes. Well, I don't know what era you started animating in, but when I first started animating, I was not connected to like Discord or anything in any way. So I was just making shit on my own. Like, I didn't even know there was a Stick Notes community at that point, besides like the animations I saw on YouTube. Like, I didn't even know Discord was a thing at that point. Like, Discord as a concept did not exist to me at that point. So, like, I didn't have access to even recolor figures at that point in my animating journey. I didn't start using, like, actual real figures from, like, the website and shit until, like, a whole year later. And that was when I started animating on my phone. Which, I have no idea why I switched from tablet to phone, because that shit was fucking impossible looking back at it. Like, I animate on my iPad now, right? And, like, trying to do anything on my phone in Stick Notes is impossible, bro. It's like the Hulk trying to, use a key in a door. I don't know. I can think of an analogy. Someone said, yo, are you going to do more collabs in the future? I tried to join the KMB collab and I didn't make it, but I think I've improved enough to join one now. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do more collabs in the future. I love doing collabs and interacting with my community and stuff. And I'm sorry that you didn't make it into the last collab that I did. I tried to be as accepting as possible when it came to entries, as in, like, I didn't really care about the quality too much as what was actually going on in the animation, if that makes sense. So I apologize if yours didn't make it in. Hopefully you can make it into this one. You should have enough time to animate an entry, because it's not due until July 20th, which is over a month. You have like 40 days, including today. So definitely get started on your entry right away, right? Don't waste any time. But also make sure you don't rush, you know? Make sure you pace yourself when it comes to animating, because you don't want to get burnt out. That's happened to me a lot before, and that's why my series hasn't progressed as much as it could have in terms of like what I've put out so far, because I haven't been able to like animate shit because I've just been so burnt out. And even when I'm not burnt out from animation, I'm burnt out from writing, or I'm burnt out from drawing and shit like that. So, you know, you really gotta pace yourself. That's what's most important when it comes to animation, is pacing yourself. Also, I have to dig a hole soon because I don't have a weapon and I don't want to die. And I think I'm going to do that right now. I just want to grab this coal. There we go. Check this out. Now I can kind of see a little bit. Isn't that cool? I like how the redstone torches look in this version. Said, well, don't worry about it. Now that I look at it, it has a lot of flaws, but yeah, that's good to know. Things, so I'll definitely start soon. Yeah, when it comes to animation, right? Because when I was first starting out, even when I wasn't first starting out, and I was like using Discord and stuff for the first time, right? And I was like getting into like the animation community. When you start improving at like animation, right? You notice a lot of the flaws in your earlier animations way more than you did before, because you're looking at it way more critically than you were before. Because, like, when I first started, I was just doing that shit to have fun. I was just having fun doing it. And then it became more of a, I want to get better at doing it. You know what I mean? So then, as I became more focused on improving, I became more critical of my animations, and I started improving faster. But then I got, like, really burnt out from, like, animating in that way. So, like, now I don't really focus on improving as much, because it's not really my style. Like, I improve naturally just through animating and progressing and doing more creative things and experimenting with my style and trying new techniques and stuff. Like, I would have never discovered the shading techniques that I knew now if it wasn't for animating with other people, talking to other animators, experimenting with my style and stuff, and just trying things that I thought would be cool. Tart said, back then, Star Child was very different. It used to be called Tristan the Adventure Cat, and was more kid-friendly than it is today. Yeah, my series was a lot different than it is now. I can't even really talk about how different my series is because I haven't done much of my series like publicly, but a lot of the creative decisions that I made in my series now, I would have never made back then. Is all I'll say. Someone else said, Karenma, can you help me animate? I animate on 20 FPS, but I still can't animate good. I know animation is based on if the animator is good, but I really need help in betweens. So, like, do you need help in betweening, or do you need help just like animation tips in general? Because I would say watch my tutorials that I've made, because my tutorials, I think, give you better advice than I could give you right now live. But I would say focus on just the 12 principles of animation mainly. Those are the most important things to focus on when it comes to animation. Your series is cringe, that's why I unlisted it. Bro, trust me, I have so many unlisted videos and videos that are still public that are so fucking cringe that I have to remove or remove because they embarrass me and make me look really bad from when I was like a kid. But it's alright, bro, it happens. That's just life. Said some Dora the Explorer type crap. Honestly, a Dora the Explorer stick note series would be fire. And that shit would probably get hella views too. Somebody should do that. I would, but I'm too preoccupied with Light Skates to do it. Maybe if I do like a second channel in the future when I have like money and I can hire animators and stuff. So I can like write it but not have to work on it myself. That would be cool. I swear I got iron earlier. But I don't have it in my inventory and I don't know what I did with it. Said your animation is visibly stunted when I actually don't want to compared to when I do want to animate. Yeah, I think that's how it is for everybody because like you're only creative when you want to be creative. You can't be forced to be creative. You can't force yourself to do that. It's just something that comes naturally. Ed said Ed Adventures had a lot of versions. The whole series are based off roleplays I do with my friends. I feel you. I used to have a roleplay for Dragon Notes X, but that was the only roleplay I ever did for a series. I've thought about doing a Light Skates roleplay at some point, and I might deadass do like a Discord like Light Skates roleplay server at some point. In the future though, like definitely in the future when the lore is more established and people can actually like pick shit out and decide where to go and stuff, and there's locations to go to and a story to develop. But yeah, I've thought about doing stuff like that. Damn, this view is very nice. Look at that. What are you guys gonna eat for dinner tonight? I'm gonna eat spaghetti for dinner. I watch the tutorials, but I end up messing up the in-betweens. You just gotta practice, man. It takes time. Animation isn't something that just like you learn right away. Like I've been animating for 7, 8 years, roughly. 8 years now. Gonna be 9 years next year. And then the year after that it'll be a whole decade, bro. Nasty work. But that's why I'm saying, it doesn't really matter, you know? Let me change the background music real quick. Here we go. I just want to make it like a little bit louder. Because I am enjoying it in the background. I'm gonna have to check my notifications again in a second though. Hold on. I gotta pull chat back up. My fault, yeah. My fault, OG. Wait, hold on. Is this the... What happened to chat? Is this chat? I think this is chat. Hold on. Yeah, that's chat. There we go. That's the chat I'm looking at right now. Dang, there's so many people talking to chat right now. I might have accidentally closed my my window, so let me reopen it for a second. Hold on. There we go. Gonna move that over. There we go. Need way more views on this stream. Send it to people. Send the streams to people. That's how you get people to blow up, bro. Deadass. You just send shit to people and then tell those people to send it to their friends. I also want to like collaborate with some other YouTubers soon. Working on that. Like the streams I was talking about. I'm also interested in doing like skits. Skits would be nice. I'm actually working on a light skate skit right now. I've been working on it for a while, but I've been procrastinating on it, low-key, like animation wise. So I'm gonna finish that light skate skit soon, so I can hopefully upload it sometime later this month before I go on vacation. And then when I'm on vacation, I'll just be animating like episode 2 and shit. I won't be able to go live that week, so I'll like let everybody know, obviously. Let everybody know what's happening. You said the mic is bugged? Sorry. Hold on. Is it still doing it? My mic still bugged out? Let me know. Yeah, it is. It's a static thing? Hold on, I think I can fix it. Gonna take me a second though. You're gonna have to give me a second. I got you. Hold on, I'll fix it. Calm your butts. Alright, is that better? Should be. You're welcome. It's all good. Thank you guys for telling me that. I appreciate it. Because I can't tell when stuff like that is happening because I can't hear myself. Like on the playback. Right. Let me see if I missed anything in chat. Hold on, give me 1 second. Honest to God, the name was Chaos Emerald Z/Super. That's not the worst name that I've heard for a series. He said, yo, I just watched the collab announcement and I thought I'd ask here, can I make multiple pilot characters fight or do I need my OC to fight them? Yeah, you can make multiple pilot characters fight if you want to. It doesn't have to be your OC. The only thing is you have to be fighting a pilot character, so you can't be fighting like Goku on like a random background, right? Like it has to be somebody from the pilot. That's the only rule. But yeah, like I was saying, in terms of like the viewers on the streams, right? If you want there to be more viewers, you just gotta share the live streams to, like your friends and shit, and then that'll help me get more viewers. Tart said it used to be a comic book series originally all through my middle school days. Like I used to make like multiple stories and chapters, and around the latter half it became more shonen. That's cool. I used to do stuff like that, but I never made like a full-fledged like series, just like individual stories. I made one Light's Gaze story for Halloween for like a school thing, and I never turned it into anything or made like any type of art or anything for it, but I still remember what the story was about. So in the future I might like turn that into like a Halloween special thing, since Halloween is coming up. It was about Karenma and Taimir going to a haunted house, right? And then Karenma ends up fighting a ghost. Literally fighting a ghost. I need fucking Luigi's Mansions, that shit. Dig notes animators trying to hold back for saying, dang, this anime is better than mine after seeing dog manure. Nasty work. Nasty work. Alright, soon. Ooh, emerald. Soon I'm gonna settle down so I can start building a little mini base so I can chill. And then after, I'll probably stop playing Minecraft and just like talk to chat for a little. I don't know what time it is. Oh, we're making good time. I thought it was low-key. I thought I've low-key been streaming longer than I have. I thought it's been like an hour and a half. It's only been like an hour. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I don't mind because I'm having fun. Oof. I also need to get more food. That's important. I'm just gonna throw that out. Also, would you guys be interested in me doing like a karaoke stream in the future? Because I've thought about it, and I think it would low-key be fun. Because I'm tossing around the idea like constantly of doing song covers on the channel because I can sing. I'm not gonna sing right now, but I can sing. And I've always thought about doing song covers and stuff because I love singing, like in my pastime, you know. So I think it would be fun to do something like that. I already have a couple ideas of like songs I could do. And it's not like my microphone wouldn't be good, you know? Like, I have a good enough microphone to sing. The main thing would just be, like, making sure my vocals sound good, but I have friends who do music more professionally than I do, so hopefully they could assist me with figuring that stuff out. And that'd be fun. I could even hop on songs with some of my friends who also do music. I feel like I've been running in circles for a lot of this, because I'm in, like, a really shitty biome. I'm gonna go more that way, actually. I don't want to be in the snow anymore. Also, thank you to everybody who has tuned into the stream so far. We've been very active, and I very much appreciate that, because I love interacting with you guys. I have a lot of fun. Because, like, don't get me wrong, like, I love making videos and stuff, and, like, helping out, people who, like, I don't know and stuff, but getting to interact with people and, like, learn about, your guys' stuff, right, like, your guys' series and your OCs and stuff like that, like, I enjoy that shit. Because, like, when I'm on Discord, I just be talking to random animators and shit, like, often. And just, like, talking about my series, talking about their series, giving advice, taking advice. Fun. I don't even think, you know, I'm just gonna make a boat and try to, like, sail in the other direction, see if I can get anywhere. You're scared to stream with your own voice? Bro, trust me, my voice did not always sound like this, bro. One day, I'll go on stream and I'll play, like, some voice clips that I have from when I was, like, 8, 9, 10, right? So you can hear what I used to sound like. Not just you, but, like, everybody who tunes into, like, the stream. Because, like, it's mainly, like, a confidence thing, you know? You just have to be confident. That's all it is. Which sounds easier than it is, right? Because I used to be shy as fuck, and I still kind of am shy as fuck, right? But it's all about, just, like, putting the effort in, you know? Uh-oh. I don't want to look at him. But yeah, you just do that, and it'll naturally come to you. My voice is deep because of a myriad of things. It's not that deep, but I can make it deeper. Pause. So I used to yell a lot, right? Because I voice act, right? Obviously, if you didn't know. So I used to yell a lot, so that straining my vocal cords made it a little bit more like raspy and made it sound a little bit deeper. And just development, obviously, puberty made my voice sound deeper. And on top of that, I would say vocal training can help, like, making your vocal range, like, bigger, you know? The more you train your voice, the better you can use it, obviously. And I think it's important to, or practice speaking, you know, like public speaking. Because that's what I used to do. That's why I'm able to do like live streams and stuff like that more comfortably than a lot of other people, right? Because I'm very good when it comes to public speaking. Like I used to read a lot when I was in school. Like, you know how like I don't know how old everybody in the chat is, but you know how like when you're in school and you're in like English class, right? And somebody would get called on to read, and they would just like not want to read, or they would just read like very poorly, right? I would always like to read, and I would always try my best to read like as good as possible, you know? So through that like confidence boost, right? And things of that nature in like school and stuff, I developed better confidence to be able to speak and do stuff like live streaming and making YouTube videos and like broadcasting my voice like how I do right now. Because this isn't like, I don't actually talk like this most of the time outside of my live streams, you know? I'm mainly talking like this now because it sounds good, you know? But when I'm talking to normal people, you know, not saying you guys aren't normal, but when I talk to people normally, I don't sound like this. I sound more casual, more chill, you know? So it all comes down to how you present yourself. So do you make music every once in a while? I make music too. I'm actually working on a soundtrack for Lights Gaze alongside a couple other producers, because I'm not the only one working on it, obviously, but I've already made 2 songs. And I will release them eventually, sometime probably before episode 2. I just gotta like design everything so I can get everything like set up, so I can have it for every song that I'm gonna make in the OST. Because the OST is gonna be several tracks long, probably like at least 15 by the time like everything is said and done. But it's probably gonna be more than that, in all likelihood, just to like fill in for certain scenes and stuff. And then I'll have like music for like incidental stuff, like dum dum da dum, you know, for like in between stuff. You went to go watch Peak Typography real quick. Did you miss anything? Not really. I'm just running around trying to survive. But to call it a day, I just want to get a good spot set up so I can set up a base. But everything has just been snow. It's just like I'm in the frozen land. What's better, tween or not tween? It's not really about what's better, but when it comes to stick notes specifically, the tween isn't very well designed, at least not now. That could change in the future, but as of currently, I would say it's better to learn non-tween. Because you'll be better at animating, right? Because you'll learn how to in between and do easing and all that stuff. And you'll have more control over how your animation looks, because tween, the style is very limiting. Like, there's only so much you can do with it because of how tween works in stick notes. But there are good tween animators out there. Like, tween isn't just like 100% of the time ass. It's more like 95%. By the way, if you're not subscribed already, I would recommend subscribing, because, you know, I do live streams and stuff, and I also upload tutorials if you're into that kind of thing. And obviously my series, you know, I don't just play Minecraft. So if you would be interested in that. Blue Man made a poll, and the options were yes, yes, and yes. Yeah, I got that from another streamer that I saw, so I decided to do it, because I thought it would be a good thing to do. And I mean, so far, I think it's worked pretty well. In the future, I want to do more kinds of like polls and stuff. I also want to do tier list streams. I think my next stream, I don't know what today is of the week. I'm gonna have to check. But my next stream, I want to do tier lists, just like a bunch of different tier lists, like anime tier lists, food tier lists. Not the whole time, like I don't want that to be the only thing I do in the stream, but I do want to do a lot of that because that would be fun. What you do is use tween frames and modify them. Yeah, I do that too. There's nothing wrong with that. Tween frames kind of have a little bit of a stigma, and I don't understand it personally. Because there's nothing wrong with them. Dude, look at it's just all ice. I think I'm just gonna stop Minecraft for right now, and we'll maybe react to some stuff, or maybe do maybe we will do some Fearless. But yeah, for now, no more Minecraft for me. Loki made you like the stream? I'm glad. Because liking the stream is beneficial to me. And I think it's kind of like a psychological thing, you know? Like seeing it kind of motivates you to click it more, kind of like how when people say you should subscribe, you know? Makes you want to subscribe. Minecraft does get boring when playing by yourself. Yeah, I plan and play with other people in the future. Maybe like my girlfriend and stuff, you know? That would be fun. Introduce you guys to her more formally. Because I think she might have been like very early on in like a stream before, but she's never really been in like one of these streams before. So that might be fun in the future. Yeah, we're gonna close Minecraft though. Now my PC won't be combusting anymore, and I can actually do normal things, and it won't be lagging like shit. So that'll be nice. So, what do you guys want me to do? You guys got any ideas? Here, I'll do another poll right now. What should Karenma do now? Girlfriend? Yeah, I've had a girlfriend since October 17th, 2023. So we've been together for a while. Maybe I'll make a video on it one day. Alright, so we'll do tier list ratings. We'll do animate LG skit. We'll do Roblox. And we'll do react to viewers' animations. And I'll leave that up for like a couple minutes. See what you guys vote on. Right now, I'm gonna do something cool. Check this out. Did it work? It worked. Huzzah. Dude, I love this little stream deck thing. It's so cool. Look, you want to see me make a funny face? I'm angry now. And I'm sad. Look how cool that is. You have an idea? Animate a meme? By meme, do you mean like literally like a meme, like a funny thing? Or do you mean a meme as in like an AMV type of thing? Where it's like you have like a song? Because I'm already doing, I already have a AMV planned to a Kendrick Lamar song called Untitled '05, which if you haven't listened to, you should. It's a very good song. And I want to make an animation to that at some point. I've just been very preoccupied with YouTube, streaming, Let's Gaze, and everything, and I don't want to take time away from that just to do that. Because it's only going to be like a minute long anyways. But yeah, I have to storyboard it, and then I'm going to animate it, and I might get somebody else to help me animate it also. I think that would be cool. You think I could react to your old KMB animation? Perhaps, maybe. Possible. Someone said, so how can you make your animations and projects longer? What do you mean by that? Like, do you mean how do you make longer animations, or do you mean like what do you mean? Yes, a funny thing? I could do like a meme. Maybe sometime soon. Before stream, I was working on the thumbnail for episode 2 because we're getting closer to episode 2 being done. It's not like halfway yet, but I would say it's farther than like 20% done. So we're getting closer. We're getting closer. I've been working on getting that situated. Also, I hope you guys like my wallpaper. I didn't make it myself, but I got it from a Wallpaper Engine. It's very nice, and it moves with my mouse. If you look, it's very cool. Someone was texting me on Discord, and I couldn't reply to them because I'm literally mid live stream. Hold on, I'm gonna send them the link. It's about to be funny as hell. Y'all ready for the Kurama and Tarts collab chat? It should be funny. I haven't heard, like, I've heard Tarts speak before, right? And I've heard him sing, because he has videos of him singing. But I've never heard him, like... I've never heard him, like, talk in terms of, like, having, like, a full conversation with somebody before. So that would be so weird to have, like, a full conversation with him. And, like, hear his voice. What's my favorite anime? Ooh. Beastars. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's a Netflix anime. It's so good. Besides that, probably Dragon Ball. Or JoJo's. Or Naruto. I'm looking at all my Discord pings right now, chat. And then I will be reacting to some animations probably from you guys. Which, by the way, if you have any suggestions, give me like the YouTube title or send a link so I can look at it. So that way I can see properly. Or properly, I should say. Ed, I have indeed seen that work in progress animation. It looks very nice. You should keep going with it. I just didn't reply to it earlier because I didn't know what to say. I'm thinking about doing a Deltarune playthrough because somebody brought it up to me. I think I'm gonna ask about that. Matter of fact, should we look it up right now? Is Deltarune on Steam? Let me look it up right now. Let's check right now, guys. We're about to see how much Deltarune is. Hold on. It should be up now. Yep, there we go. It's hard for me to tell whenever my scene changes. Alright, let me check and see how much Deltarune costs. If I remember correctly, I think it's 25. Yeah, 25. Okay, so the demo is the first 2 chapters, right? And the full game is the second 2. So I think what I'll do, right? I'm going to download the first 2. I'm going to play the first 2, right? And if the first 2 does well, then I'm going to buy the second 2. Because I haven't played the first 2 in a while. I played the first one when Deltarune first came out for like the Switch like years ago. And I haven't played chapter 2 or anything else. Also, I'm going to pause this music because this shit is low-key starting to piss me off. Fucking annoying. It's pissing me off. Alright, well, I don't want to start the Deltarune playthrough today, I don't think. What's today? Today's Tuesday? Alright, so I'll start it on Thursday then. Thursday will be the next live stream. And I'll let everybody know. In, like, the Discord and everything, and I'll make, like, a YouTube post. But yeah, we're gonna start the Deltarune playthrough on Thursday. That was gonna be fire. Besides that, I guess we should react to some animations now. Longer animations without crashing, just make separate projects. That's what I do. For Light's Gaze, like, the animations are, like, there's, like, 20 different projects, bro, for one episode. Thank you for taking time for animating good animations and telling us rules of animations. It's no problem, really. It's because when I first started, you know, I didn't really have, like, the same resources that exist now. Because it's been multiple years, right? So I want to be able to help people who are getting into animation and want to learn, you know, now that I know how to explain shit to people better. You said W anime? Oh, you seen Beastars? W. Beastars is fire. It's not an anime, right? But shout out to Arcane, because Arcane is also fire. Matter of fact, while I am waiting for people to say animations for me to watch, right? Yeah, I finished the third season too. The third season was fire. I'm waiting for the second part. I want to look and see if there's any good Steam games to get, or if there's any games here you guys would want to see me play. We could do Baldi's Basics, right? We could do Cuphead. We could do Xenoverse. We could do Five Nights at Freddy's. We could do Left 4 Dead. We could do Lethal Company. We could do Sonic. We could do Sonic Frontiers, Generations. We could do Ultimate Custom Night. All types of games. Yeah, you can send links. Uh, FNAF. I could do FNAF. I can do FNAF right now. I just gotta install it. I think I'm gonna do Cuphead eventually too. Cuphead would be fire with like the DLC and everything. Also, I know in Deltarune there's like multiple paths and stuff, so I'm gonna need to learn about that because I know there's like I know Snowgrave is a thing, so I'm gonna need to learn about everything that's going on there. Give me 1 second, guys. Excelsior. You're gonna leave the stream. You gotta do dishes and cook food for tomorrow. Bet. Uh, have a good one, bro. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and make sure you tune in for the next one on Thursday, where we will be playing Deltarune. Indeed, indeed. Terraria? Oh yeah, I have Terraria also. I'm not a huge Terraria fan, but I will play Terraria if people really want me to, just to like experience it because I've never played the whole game before. So like I have no idea what all the bosses are. I have no idea how the game ends or anything. And I've also never played with like a ton of mods. Like I've played with a couple, but not like a ton. So hopefully, did I ever complete Undertale? Yes, a long time ago, multiple times. I've done multiple genocide runs. I've done one neutral route, and I've done a couple pacifists. It's cool. You can play with me eventually. All right, I might do Terraria then, just for the collaboration aspect. I could do an Undertale stream though, but it wouldn't be on here, which is weird. It would be on my PlayStation. I would be streaming it from my PlayStation to my PC. But yeah, that's how I would play it, and it would be very fun. You only made shorts for your other account, BlexRex? I see, I see. But yeah, I played Deltarune a long time ago, and that was fun. Trying to think what other games I could do. I have Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yomi Hustle. Those might be interesting. Uh, what else? Hold on. Let me go to like the homepage, see what's here. Oh yeah, I might do Rainbow Six Siege in the future. I don't know if that's like your guys' type of game, but I might do that because I've played it before. I want to do like a simulator type of game maybe. Not like this one, but maybe like a fast food simulator. That'd be fun. Try to like cook food. Fall Guys would be fire also. Maybe like Phasmophobia. I have VR also if you guys would want to do like a VR live stream. I can do a VR live stream. That'd be fun for like a limited time thing. I might do it to where like I'll set like a goal, right, for like a certain stream, and if we hit that goal in terms of like viewers, right, then I'll do a VR live stream. I think I'll set it for like 40. I think 40 will be the goal for a VR live stream, either 30 or 40. Because I don't want it to be too easy and then I get it, and then I'm like sweating bullets. Oh, you know what I want to get? I want to get Schedule 1. I want to get Schedule 1 too. This would be so fire to stream. Free sample? What is that? Wait, is this like what everyone's playing right now? Is that what free sample is? I think I'm gonna download this. The drug game? Yes. Absolutely. I'm gonna install this just to see what it is. Did I do it? I don't know if I did it. I think I did. I'm gonna just go back. Let me see what else is here. Poppy Playtime? Eh. Not my thing. I already played most of Sonic X Shadow Generation, so I don't want to do that on live. At least wishlist it. I am now your second favorite YouTuber. Dang. In Stockman animation. Stickman. Type shit. W grammar correction. Who's your favorite? If not me. I deserve all the glaze. Damn, right? Oh my god. Stop. Stop, bro. Dude, Rye's my favorite too. It's him and a couple of other people. I like Evla. I like Dark Boy. Dark Boy's cool. I like Elpman. Those are all my favorites. Rivals at Aether? Oh yeah, let me wishlist it. Hold on. Should I do the first one or the second one? It would be cool if someone could add a Karenma mod to Yomi Hustle. I have friends who could, but they probably wouldn't want to. But, hear me out. I want to make one in the future. Your favorite stick tuber is Donny Boots? I'm familiar with that guy, but that guy doesn't do stick nose. He does flash animation, I'm pretty sure. And that's technically a different thing. I've never played Super Meat Boy before. That might be interesting to do in the future. I'm not seeing nothing here. Nothing like super interesting anyways. I could do Among Us also. Among Us might be fun. With like random people. Your favorite stick notes is Parson? I know Parson. He's a cool dude. Alright, I want to see what the Schedule 1 thing is. I want to see if this is the actual game or not. Dude, I'm so excited for that Deltarune stream. Oh my god, bro. That is gonna be so hype. I'm gonna make like a whole thumbnail for it and everything, bro. Trust. We're gonna lock in. I'm gonna make it, bro. I'm gonna have a unique Deltarune thumbnail for each section of the game that we get into, bro. Like when I start a new stream. That shit is gonna be so fun. Oh, did it? There we go. This looks cool. This is a vibe. I like this music, chat. It's WOST. There we go. Full game features. Oh, okay, so this is like a starter version. Alright, so I'll see if I enjoy the game then. It says more drug types and ingredients, 8 purchasable properties, employees, firearms and melee weapons, full map access, vehicles, blah 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 blah. Dope. Alright, so I'm gonna start a new game and we'll see. Corey Kenshin is your favorite YouTuber? A lot of people say that. The Smoky Club. Y'all like my name? The Smoky Club. That's what's up. But yeah, a lot of people say Corey is their favorite. He's never personally been my favorite, but I've always enjoyed his content. My favorite when I was younger was Jacksepticeye. That was my old favorite. Fresh town with no cash, no product, no contacts. You only know one way to make money. Time to get to work. I can't believe this is what I'm doing after my animation days, guys. This is what happens after Lightscapes is over. This is the job I resort to once Lightscapes is over and it stops paying the bills. Even though it doesn't pay the bills currently. Yet. This game looks fun though. I might buy it for real, for real. You said RIP Technoblade? Yeah. Technoblade used to be one of my favorite YouTubers. RIP, he was funny as hell. Yeah, I'm gonna make a list of like games to play on stream in the future. And if you want, you guys can go into the Discord server, which should be in the description below, right? And you can give me, hold on, I'm about to sneeze, I think. You could give me, right, a list of games that you think would be fun to play. It could be paid or free games. Doesn't matter. They're less likely to be played right away if they are paid. So preferably try to find some free ones. But suggest some paid ones too, because I don't mind them being paid. Name my drug Lights Haze. That's fire. That's fire. Either that or Lights Blunt. Lights Blunt would be fire. Because think about it. Think about it. Should I be a girl? Oy. Why does he look so chopped, bro? They did his hair dirty compared to everybody else. I don't know why. I had a dream where Lights Gaze became incredibly popular, and he made a video called Lights Glaze where it's a comp of people complimenting his series. That would be funny. That'd be funny to do. Alright, let me lock in. So I'm gonna pick my skin tone, which is like that probably. Because I'm not that pale. I don't think I am. I don't want to be heavy. I'm gonna be like that. For the hair, I'm gonna rock the These haircuts suck, but I guess I'm gonna rock the emo here, right? I'm gonna go like this. Wait, hold on. Do they have like? Nah, it's just regular skin colors. I was gonna try to make myself blue, but I can't. I don't got facial hair. Not like that, anyways. I got a mustache, but that's it, chat. One day I'll do a face reveal when I get like 10K subs. I'm very handsome, trust. Eyeball color? Red, because I'm evil. And they'll be super dilated. W, chat. I got thick eyebrows. Yeah, like that. This is pretty accurate to my IRL physique. Captures my essence beautifully. I'm just gonna go with the all purple. Ooh, I can get a hat? Nice. My hair's clipping through though, and I don't like that, so I'm probably gonna change my hair now. There we go. That works for me. Now we'll just go purple. There we go. Bro is hazed off his own. I mean, bro, who wouldn't? Honestly. I can't wait for the Amazing Digital Circus episode 5 to come out. I don't really... Ooh, I can punch. I don't really watch the Amazing Digital Circus, but from what I have seen, it is pretty cool. I don't even know what I'm doing. My phone. I've heard you're in some trouble. Best not to talk over your mobile phone. Go find a payphone. A payphone. Is that a payphone? That's an ATM. That's an ATM. I wish the stick note's memory was longer. I mean bigger. I feel you. Where is that coming from? Oh, there it is. Hello? Hey, buddy, it looks like you're in a bit of trouble. Lucky for you, your favorite incarcerated uncle can give you a hand. Uncle Tim? I love Uncle Tim. He said something about a skate park. What's this? Nice, I threw it away. So good that Deltarune sound effects have a small size. Well, I don't do my sound effects in stick notes. I do them outside of stick notes. That's just me. Then you're gonna go back to animating balls with swords? Hey, yo. If that's the UIRL, you're absolutely chopped dog. Nah, what you talking about, bro? I'm hot, bro. Press. How much space does my device have? In terms of gigabytes, it has 256. That's how much my phone has. Would I buy your dog's puppies? Maybe. He said collect his stash near the skate park. Wait, so he didn't want me to go to the skate park. He wanted me to go near the skate park to grab his stash. I understand now. Your phone has 256 too? Yeah, 256 is good, bro. You don't need anything more than that. Where's the stash? Is that it? No, this is just another can, bro. What stash? It's a cigarette. I smoke that, I guess. It says that it's right here, but I don't see anything. Oh. There it is. Ooh, money. I want money. I love money. Now what? Where am I going? Where am I going? This way. Hey, buddy. Knock, knock, knock. Hi there. I'd like to run around. I guess I'm spending $75. Can I... How do I open doors? Oh, wait, is that on my room? Or am I just bugging? Nah, I don't think that was my room. Wait, is that it? Is that all I get to do? Really? I don't even get to sell nothing? I mean, this is pretty fun, though. I mean, I like running around. Can I at least, like, confiscate something from you? Damn. Can I interest you in a free sample of $300? No? Alright, fuck you then. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money. Matter of fact. Hey! 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 Nope. Oh. Guess I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Awesome. I don't know what I'm doing. This isn't the motel, this is the taco place, so I'm clearly missing something. Yeah, that's available in the full game. And it says the motel is over there. Unless I'm fucking blind. Which I might be. I can't tell. Yeah, there is no motel, look. Oh, wait, see? Bro. So I gotta turn... See, look. It is past. It is past enemy lines. Or is it? Am I just stupid? I might just be dumb, guys. You do your animations on 17 FPS. That is a very weird FPS to do your animations on. Just saying. I'm not judging. Just saying. Point it out. You know. But yeah, I can't. I'm pretty sure I can't get over there, bro. I'm cooked. It's wraps. Maybe in the future though, we could do a schedule 1 playthrough. All right, guys. Well, I think I am going to wrap up stream here. But I just wanted to say, I thank all of you for showing up and being here and interacting. I had a great time. It was probably like the most fun stream I've had, like ever. Which is very nice. So the next stream will be on Thursday. I'll announce it in the Discord server. I'll do a community post and everything. We'll be doing Deltarune, like I said. If it does very well, then I'll get chapter 3 and 4, and we'll do chapter 3 and 4 also. And then, you know, I might do more stuff like that in the future. I might even go play Undertale just to see. So make sure y'all let people know, you know, your friends. Be like, hey, Karenma's gonna stream on Thursday. We should watch it. Who's Karenma? I don't know. Some guy on YouTube. That should be you. So, go do that. I would appreciate it. So yeah, thank you for watching the stream. Hope you had a good time. And I will see you guys on Thursday for the next stream.